Yo, 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 how's it going, everyone? Welcome back to the murder of Sonic the Hedgehog. That's right, he's dead. Straight up murdered.
Yeah, he's just kind of like listening to music, head bobbing.
Oh, Vector?
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about Sonic. I was like, what? No, Sonic's dead. All right, let's talk to Vector.
Did you bring me any meat to chop?
Oh, you know I did.
I may be a butcher, but they compensated my meat cleaver before getting on the train.
You actually tried to bring a knife on the train?
I'm a man of authenticity. I think I said that right.
I think so.
Without a knife, I'm just a chef in a ketchup-stained apron, not a butcher.
Is that really ketchup stained? Is it really ketchup stained and not murder stained?
So I am very much. It's very good that I'm Vector.
Oh, it's very fitting.
Yeah.
If there's a barista character, then you'll know I'll have to voice them too. I think if you had a knife on you, we definitely think you were the murderer.
But what if I hid the knife?
Well, that's what murderers do. You're just making it worse on yourself, because then we find it. You know, I'm not the biggest fan of this line of thought. We can't start interrogating yet. Or can we? I don't think we have enough to interrogate him on.
Can I take your order?
Can I take your order?
Oh, yes, please. I'm starved.
Actually, I'm off duty at the moment. The murder mystery is more important.
Then why would you show the menu to me?
Come on, Raccoon. Why would you tease him like that? I don't know.
And here I thought I could trust you. You've made a fool of me.
Actually, I made a fool of myself. Look, Raccoon, you've made him a fool. A straight up fool. Come on, Raccoon, smooth this over. No, I'm the fool. Yeah.
Yeah.
I smooth things over, but at what cost? Now I'm the fool. I'm the one who fools, I guess.
Check the table.
Ooh, table. Let's just take a pause and sit for a second. These chairs are very comfy, so plush, puts me right in the mood to read. Makes me want to take a nap personally. In fact, maybe I'll rest my eyes a bit. Raccoon, no, don't fall asleep. There's been a murder, remember?
That's how you catch your death.
Yeah, pretty much. Well, hey, hold on, there's two of us. I fall asleep, Tails can find the murderer then. It'll be great. If I had a ring for every time a murder ruined my nap time, I would have 99 rings. Or whatever the max amount of rings you can have is.
It depends on which game you're playing.
This one.
This one? I don't know.
Wow, I wish I could stop and look at all these books. But Sonic needs me, no time to rest. Alright, let's move on then. Well, I mean, a little peek wouldn't hurt. He's scavenging through all the book titles excitedly. He's like a kid in a candy shop, or in this case, a genius in a train library. That's odd. I know some books have fallen on the floor and everything, but every book on these shelves is in alphabetical order, but this one. Oh, the Mirage Express manual. It's the user guide to the Mirage Express, the train we're currently on. Do you
No shit.
Do you think someone found it on the ground and put it back? Maybe, but it is interesting. Let's make a note of this. Mirage Express manual is added to your inventory. Okay, good to know. We literally just took that book as evidence. We're removing evidence from the scene.
Yeah.
I don't think that's good. I don't think we're supposed to be doing that. So many books on the ground. I wish we had time to pick them all up. I sadly have no interest in picking up these books. A lot of these were knocked out by the train speeding up, but Rouge pulled a lot of these out too, searching for something. What reckless behavior! I feel sorry for the poor books. The spines are creasing. They're opening too far. That's what she said. I had to. This kid feels empathy for everything. Okay, we already looked in the trash can last time. I think we looked at the globe last time too. And? Oh, poor thing. That arm is really struggling cleaning up this car. To be fair, I wouldn't want to clean up all this mess either. Let's just leave it alone to do his thing. Yeah, probably for the best, even though it's probably the murderer. It makes sense, because it can go through all throughout the train, and, you know, there's no real evidence for it. Okay, I think we've done everything. Oh, what about this one?
Book.
Random book. What's this bright red book? Oh, yuck, this reeks of the evil scientist Dr. Eggman. Smells like ass. I mean, eggs. Whatever. Yup, this is...
Eggman's ass.
Oh, gross. Oh, yup, this is Dr. Eggman's autobiography and recipe book. What kind of recipes? Who cares? I wouldn't trust any book he's written. It's weird this is even here. Maybe people just appreciate an omelet. Or maybe people appreciate his ass. I don't know. Okay. Do you see anything else we might be able to look at?
It's hard to...
Nothing really stands out like in other games.
Yeah.
Guess we can't leave. Shadow supposedly walked through the library car before going into the saloon car. When Shadow left the library car, he locked this door on his way out, even though it's clearly unlocked. Right here. So we could just unlock it. Well, I guess that was Amy, right? I guess Amy went ahead?
I guess so,
yeah. Right, yeah. There's got to be a reason he's doing this. Should we make a note of it? Yeah, I do believe we should. Shadow's lock is added to your inventory. I think we found enough clues. Let's go interrogate Vector and Espio. I almost read this as espresso. To find out what really happened. Okay, who do you want to talk to first, man? Vector, Espio, who do you want to do?
Vector.
All right, let's do it. Vector.
Did you bring me any meat to chop?
Nope, we're just gonna start interrogating you.
And a knife to chop it?
Right.
So the two of you don't believe us, eh?
It's not that I don't trust either of you, but I wouldn't be a proper detective without examining the validity of your alibis. Raccoon and I are here to confirm two things. Why Vector left to go play games with Knuckles, and if Espio really was reading in the library car.
You answered your own question. They're games.
Well, you know what? I want the answer from you. Vector, we'll start with you. Why did you leave the library car to visit Knuckles? We're prepared to present evidence if need.
Oh, that's easy. I got bored.
Oh.
What?
I wasn't expecting him I wasn't entertaining him enough, it seems. Vector enjoys being social.
Plus, we were instructed to mingle. I remembered the arcade machine in the saloon car, so I figured I'd go check it out.
This seems to line up with the information we gathered with Knuckles. Then that brings our attention to you, Espio. Rouge entered the library car, found something, then left. You said you immediately started reading, but were you actually reading the entire time you were in the library car?
No, of course he was.
Hey, how can you confirm that? You weren't in the car.
He's always reading. It's like, once Espio starts reading, he doesn't stop until it's done. I've seen it happen.
It must have been a good read. What was the book?
It's very likely he still was reading. Espio doesn't owe you that. Detective, let the man live.
Well, this isn't a murder trial. I mean, it is a murder case trial, whatever, but we're not going to murder him if he doesn't tell us the right answer.
What if it was embarrassing? Adults, Rouge the Bat,
Rule 34.
Rule 34.
What kind of
That's why she left.
Oh, God.
what kind of things do you think I read?
If you won't talk, I have a hunch on what that book might be. Raccoon, could you help me out? All right, Raccoon, what book do we think Espio may have been reading? Clearly the menu. He just wanted to know what he wanted to eat. Well, seeing as this is the only book
No, we
that
picked it up and it was put back in the wrong spot.
Yeah, this one. The Mirage Express Manual. An exhaustive manual of blah, 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 this one.
A manual? You think Espio was reading instructions? What argument could you possibly have to support this?
Brent, you gotta play a game, remember? Brent, you gotta play your Sonic game. Spacebar and move.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. I completely forgot this was a gameplay mechanic. Even though it's like the only, something's gonna die there. Oh, Brent, you're missing all the rings.
That's fine.
Oh, is it? Is it? Oh, I guess it is. I guess it is. You're pretty good. Okay, yeah, you only needed 40. And you've already hit your goal, so... Dude, killing it. 50? Wow.
Get it.
Do it. Get the idea.
Raccoon's Dream Gear.
Right? There are books scattered around the floor, sure, but the remaining books on the shelves were all in alphabetical order. All except this manual, meaning someone, at the very least, picked the manual up and put it in the incorrect place. This lack of attention to detail isn't normally like you, Espio.
Hey now, I won't have you insulting my pal like this.
Calm down, Vector. I know you mean well, but I can handle myself.
Apologies, Espio.
A butcher and a poet. Friendship can form anywhere.
That is indeed the book I was reading, the Mirage Express Manual. Trains are cool, you know.
In that case, we'd like to ask you a few questions about the manual, Raccoon, if you don't mind. Gasp. Could you ask Espio some questions about the manual? Just flip a page and ask away. Oh, I see. Quiz Espio about the manual to prove he read it. That would be terrible. That's a horrible idea.
It's like I was looking at this Chemistry 11 book.
Yeah.
It's like interesting to some of the things.
Yeah.
Like, and then somebody quizzes. Okay, I'm gonna quiz you on all these pages.
Yeah.
It's like how was I supposed to read 362 pages?
Right? Well, I think that maybe that's the reason we have to should we quiz him on page 14? Because that is it's the sooner one, right?
It is more likely, but it doesn't mean that I was interested in page 14. Maybe a very specific page.
It is.
This
Yeah.
entire thing was more interesting than the rest.
Very true. Okay, what efficient and extremely accurate technology was installed to assist in keeping this train spotless?
It's the hands.
Robotic arms. During events, they can perform a variety of tasks and are responsible for cleaning up trash and messes afterwards.
I knew that too, and I didn't even read the damn book.
Exactly right. I remember the conductor saying the train can clean itself. Though I have a feeling the train company just didn't want to hire any janitors.
The robotic arms can also detect weapons or explosives being brought onto the train, ensuring passenger safety.
AI is taking our jobs.
Dude, AI is straight up taking our jobs, man. I mean, this is what the game is really about. AI taking our jobs.
Yeah.
Seems like Espio aced that question. Raccoon, hit him with another one. Specifically that one from page 362. Oh god, it's another one. I don't know. Should I choose another random one?
I bet whatever one you pick is still going to be the same question.
Oh, I bet it will be too, right?
Let's go 231.
231, let's do it. Okay, what is the Mirage Express's cancellation policy?
They said this at the very beginning.
No refunds, and you will be charged with no show fee. This does not apply if you're over age 65.
This does not prove that he read the book because he's been told these things.
Yup. Gee, the person who made this rule must have been over 65. Last one, Raccoon. Let's see if Espio can go 3 for 3. Gotcha, which page should I pick last?
56.
56. What was implemented to support the conductor duties in these general train obligations?
An intelligent data processing system. It works in tandem with the conductor to usher smooth travel for guests.
I remember this. The train has an autopilot, but it can't access its full suite of capabilities without the conductor present.
Now, did I pass your little test?
Well, I don't know. I guess.
Well,
But also not really.
in
'cause-
the rules of what we're doing, yeah.
Yeah.
He technically did pass it, but
so
it doesn't mean that he wasn't in there because he's been told all this stuff before.
yeah, exactly. Or he could have Googled it. You know, I assume Google is still the multi-million-dollar corporation it is in this
they
game.
do have AI hands in this, so that means they must have AI assistant that's like, listen to it, read it back into my ear, and I'll just copy and paste.
Yeah, exactly
It's like-
right. Easy.
It's the whole point of GPT.
Yeah. Totally. It's wild you were able to retain all this information so quick.
A poet's brain is often surprising.
I don't know if I'd be bragging about that. You've clearly read the manual. Those answers feel far too specific to be guesses.
And you both had the nerve to question my buddy like that? Well, don't we want to be supporting folks who read?
Yeah, you have to admit though, reading the entire time a murder occurs does seem a bit suspicious, even if true.
I like the line where I said, I forget now. But I just read that. And I could not say it properly. I could not recall it properly.
Oh my gosh, wow.
Apparently, it's much more important than we can think of at this point.
Do you need a little caffeine? But he answered all my questions so calmly. That's very impressive.
No, I understand everyone's cautious attitudes. Vector was the only one to see me reading after all. My alibi is hard. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge, to substantiate despite being the truth.
Oh,
It still is.
well, you definitely read through the manual, so I suppose we can, Espio.
If he's that interested, he could have been reading one from home and then just kind of like found another one, like, hey, this is the one I read.
Oh yeah, true. I mean,
And
if I
he
was
just put
going
it back in the wrong spot because he was helping put things back.
maybe. There's so many options, man. Espio, is that true? Vector was the only one to see you reading?
Yes, that's correct. Problem?
Frankly, I don't believe that can be true, and we have evidence to back it up. Raccoon? He always puts me on the spot. Okay, Raccoon, think. We should have a piece of evidence linked to someone who also saw Espio reading. But what?
It's like we always have to be reading Tails' mind.
Yeah, of course.
He's never explicit on what you're supposed to look for.
Dude, it's like down when we were playing Danganronpa, they did the same thing, right?
thing, yeah.
Like Nagito and Chiaki were always like, "We have the right answer, but do you have the right answer?" And it's like, well, if this is a case, why don't you just?
We have the proof that you don't have that. Looks over. Give me the proof. It's like,
Right.
you don't have the proof. Apparently, I do.
Yeah. So I'm gonna guess Shadow's Lock, because Shadow's Lock proves that Shadow would have also seen Espio reading. Does that sound good?
Yeah.
Mainly because I don't think menu, train map, Mirage manual, or the library map.
I'd say the only one that's out of place is that one.
Yeah.
Shadow's Lock? Please, pray tell what this has to do with anything.
We're up, Raccoon. Let's get our argument together. Okay, you ready, Brent?
All right.
Yeah, man. You're playing this game, not me. Oh yeah.
Click, click, click.
Yes, dude, everyone loves it. Anyone who doesn't love a clicky keyboard is clearly, I don't know, insane.
It's me. I don't like clicking.
What? Well, you know what? You have to deal with it. So the reason I don't like clicky keyboards is because A, I feel like I'm not doing anything, and B, it's, I don't know, if I hear it clicking, then it feels like I'm actually pressing something down instead of, well, like if I'm typing something, it's, I don't know, I can kind of hear if I accidentally type an extra letter or something, and if I don't, then yeah, I don't know.
I like my keyboard where it's super quiet.
Yeah, fair, man. Shadow walked through the library car to get to the saloon car, where he set the original high score on the arcade machine.
Yeah, but I ended up beating it. It wasn't a high score. Wait, it wasn't the high score that long.
I guess that's what it is.
Crocs are natural gamers.
Crocs are natural gamers, or people who wear Crocs.
I guess I am a Croc.
There you go. Espio said he saw Shadow enter the library car.
Me and Croc have so much in common. We're butchers.
Yeah, man. Dude, this is literally you. Change your name to Vector. Or if anything, we'll email Sega and say they have to change Vector's name to Brent. But he's mentioned nothing about Shadow's return. He only mentions that Vector came back. When Shadow left Knuckles and Vector in the saloon car, Espio is fully seated reading his book for a good while at this point. We know Shadow had to walk back through the library car when he left the saloon car. So there's absolutely no way Shadow and Espio didn't notice one another on Shadow's return trip.
I mean, it was a simple slip up. You know, he's in the shadows all the time because he's Shadow, so I didn't see him. Anyway, I was just fully immersed in my book that didn't know the Shadow.
You're telling me the sound of doors opening and locking wouldn't have caused you to look up?
Yes.
Well,
that is possible.
Well, I was really into the manual as a normal person would be, you know.
It's like Croc, freaking
Vespi?
Sorry. Vector has headphones on. I guess that could, he just, what's his name, doesn't even have ears.
That's very true. He's only got one long pointy nose. I can sense Espio's desperation here. Defending the argument that he was reading the entire time isn't easy. So if you didn't see Shadow returning from the saloon car to lock all the doors, then at that moment, were you really in the library car at all? But how would Espio leave? Shadow locked all the doors and no one saw Espio in the saloon car. It's a mystery, my dear Raccoon, one that I would love for Espio to solve.
You gotta believe me.
You realize there's 2 floors in this place.
True.
And
Look at that. Right there.
It doesn't have to be on the first floor.
And
And he doesn't have to have heard anything either, because trains are fucking loud.
I mean, he's got no ears. That cool demeanor is vanishing.
I was so involved with my book, I didn't know the Shadow passed back through the library car, honest. When Vector returned, he even had to tap me on the shoulder to get my attention.
Do you ever play Final Fantasy VII and they're on the train, and they're like, what is that? And then it's Claude bursting through the door that's on a train that's already moving, and then you can't barely hear anything going on because it's so damn loud.
You're right.
It's like it could be that loud
I mean,
too.
there you go. You never know, right?
Yeah, I think I remember doing that. I had a very specific moment.
And it will be entertaining for a very specific amount of people.
Yeah.
Who, yes.
Play Final Fantasy VII.
Pretty much.
The original, specifically, because that's what they do it in.
Ah, yes. I must avenge my friend's death, so I'll ask you again, Espio. If you weren't there for Shadow to see you reading, then how did you leave the library car?
I wasn't. I didn't.
Why doesn't this seem right to me? Tails definitely feels like he's onto something, but I don't see it. Was Espio simply sitting reading, or did he somehow vanish to not notice Shadow's return to the library car? Now that is a thing. Espio can go invisible.
Yeah.
He is a chameleon.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking immediately.
Yeah. What should I do? I don't know. I feel like we should defend Espio because
He's not concrete evidence.
it's not at all. Let's defend Espio. I have to make sure our guests are taken care of. I have to speak up. Tails! Gasp. We have a piece of evidence that can answer all of our problems. All right, my fellow associate, lay it on me. What piece of evidence shows Shadow and Espio couldn't have seen one another? Let me just take a look at the map of the train quickly. So
Shadow.
here's the library.
He's the piano man.
He's the piano man, yes. Shadow is Billy Joel. Yeah, Billy Joel? Yeah, Billy Joel. I always get him confused with Billy Joe Armstrong, the singer of Green Day.
Every time I hear Joel, I just think Last of Us.
Yeah, fair.
And Billy is the Game Grumps joke. The little kid. I forget. I forget exactly. Oh, maybe that's Timmy.
Oh, you know what? Here you go. This is the library map, right?
Like you could be like anywhere in these corners. Why would Shadow notice
yeah.
either? And what would Shadow do? Just walk by and he's not going to talk to anybody.
Exactly, right? And especially, okay, so for instance, there's a wall right here, right?
Yeah.
So if Espio was sitting here, he's not going to notice him.
This is the most pop up in the recording.
Yeah, it does.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
As far as I know, I'm pretty sure it does. Anyway, I'm gonna go library map. All right, now let's get my thoughts in order. Oh, Brent, you gotta do it.
Oh,
It's gameplay time. 55 rings. We're getting difficult now, man. Oh yeah,
nailing it.
nailing it, dude, killing it. Oh, so good. Oh. They do make this quite easy, it looks like. I don't know, how do you find this?
Very easy.
I was gonna say, it doesn't look that difficult. I mean, we have options. We could even turn invincibility on, and we could make it so there's no gaps in the course.
It's all good.
Yeah.
I got 80 coins.
Dude, you're so good.
And I meant rings, but I'm gonna say coins.
Yeah, I
I
mean,
already said it.
there you go. The library map? Oh, I see. Oh, I see. Oh.
I understand maps.
That's right. See the exits? They're right across from one another, a straight path. If Shadow walked down this straight path, there's a way Espio and Shadow couldn't have seen one another. Looks like you have to point out exactly on the map where you mean. Where could Espio have been for Shadow to not see him?
It's like Tails has never played a Metal Gear game.
Exactly right. Yeah, he was on this. He was on top of one of the shelves. Yes. I'm gonna say he was at this table, because
Yeah.
then this is blocking here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, there you go.
Interesting. That's where I was sitting reading my book.
I can second this. When I returned from the saloon car, Espio was in the same spot.
That confirms it then. You see, Shadow and Espio couldn't have seen one another from this spot, because a bookcase is in the way. There's no way Shadow could have seen Espio, or vice versa. It makes a lot of sense why you never mentioned Shadow's return, Espio. There's just no way you could have seen him.
I apologize for losing my cool back there. I felt like I was grasping despite telling the truth. But I'm glad you all believe me now. I'm glad you're not gonna murder me.
Your alibi isn't the most airtight, but I have no further points. Thank you both for answering all our questions. We did it! Another pair of alibis
For somebody who's supposed to be smart and he doesn't I don't know. He's like really into mechanics and like all these stuff. He still can't like picture what possibility. I don't know. Maybe I'm just too. Conscious of all this kind of stuff and just don't think of it that way.
You're okay. You're talking about Tails, though.
Tails, yeah.
Right? Yeah. Okay. So he's mechanically genius, not anything else genius.
Okay.
So he's pretty new to being a detective, right? So I can understand why he would not think of that.
He's supposed to be channeling Sherlock Holmes here.
No, he's channeling Sonic. He already mentioned that. I gotta believe in what Sonic would do, and Sonic's a dummy. He wouldn't think of this. Too many locked doors to worry about, but I'm glad everything straightened itself out in the end.
Well, I'm exhausted. I'm gonna crash here for a bit. These chairs are so comfy.
Likewise, I can use a breather.
Sadly, our work isn't done. I have plenty of questions for Rouge, and especially Shadow. Oh, it seems the door to the next car is open. Amy must have kept it open when she passed through here earlier.
Especially when we checked the lock earlier and used that as evidence.
And we also took the lock. I'm pretty sure we physically took the lock to it, so... Then that's our cue to leave. See you later, Vector and Espio.
Just showing that Tails is written as like not a very... It was somebody who thinks he knows a lot but doesn't actually, because he literally used that as evidence.
Yeah, I know, right?
Oh, give him back. And if you need any meat chopped up, say the word.
Yeah, can somebody go chop up Sonic? I'm hungry. We need some food.
I'll keep my poetry sharp for you both.
Use every part of the hedgehog.
Right? Especially the quills. I want to use those as toothpicks.
A murderer is on the loose while doors keep getting locked. Tick tock, tick, or tick tick tock. Anyway, tick tock goes the clock while our heroes are in the caboose.
Is that TikTok clock is a
Mario 64.
Mario 64? I was thinking
Yeah.
Donkey Kong Racing. Diddy Kong Racing. But that's TT.
Yeah.
Time trial.
Oh, okay.
That's the clock thing that you do time trials. Anyways, if you played it, you know what I mean.
At this point, I'm feeling pretty confident in our detective abilities. We're really doing this. Come on, Raccoon, let's see what's next. Coming. Okay, well, you know what? On the next episode, we'll go through here and we'll figure out. I guess we're gonna go see Rouge and Blaze next. So you're getting a double whammy of characters,
Wait,
dude.
didn't we play an art? No, that's a casino that we're going into, right?
Yeah, they're going. Yeah, so this was like the bar.
That was the bar with the video game.
Yeah, with the video game. Sonic's a little dead over here. So we went boom around here. So now we're going here. So and then we're going to Shadow.
Ah.
Yeah, so yeah, anyway, double whammy, you've got Blaze, you've got Rouge, so this will be fun.
I think it was the conductor who killed him.
Oh, him?
Yeah.
Oh, maybe. I don't know. It's very possible. But anyway, thanks for watching. If you like this episode, like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell, do the things you do for everyone else, but do for us. And I don't know, I'm excited. Who do you think did it?
It's the conductor.
Conductor.
With using the arms of the train.
Yeah, see, it makes sense. Okay,
Because he's in the picture, and it's like, why is he part of it?
True, very true. He also does look very ominous. I know everyone kind of looks ominous, but he looks more ominous than everyone, aside from Shadow. But my theory is that, okay, so...
Go for a loop-de-loop.
What?
Sorry, I needed the...
Oh, the train is...
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's... Oh, God. Maybe that's why everything got shaken around. We went through one of those loop-de-loops. You know what? I'll give my theory on the next episode. Okay. Bye.